Hey guys. So, I didn't really feel like playing a game today, especially because it's like so late. And if I were to stream for multiple hours playing a video game, it would be, I don't know, like 2 a.m. by the time I'd feel like I'm happy. So instead, we're just gonna be playing, or not playing. I'm just gonna be ranking shit and talking about it. It's really, it's really all I'm doing today. All right, let's jump into it. So first off, I have some of these aren't even like, huh? I didn't realize this until now. Some of these aren't even the Rise artwork. Because like Rajang here is World, and so is Rathalos and Tigrix. Everything else is just weird. All right. Why are the grates in the middle? Shouldn't they be like at the bottom or the top? Oh well. So to preface this before I start, I have 200 hours in Monster Hunter Rise. Roundabout, rough estimate. I think last I checked, that was like 180. I think. So I played this game. I played a lot of this game. Um, so maybe we should. Should we start with them? I don't know if I want to start with the Apex monsters or not. I feel like we should start at the bottom, like straight bottom of the fucking food chain. Great Azuchi. So Great Azuchi is kind of not really. Technically, he is a large monster. He's not a challenge by any means. He swings his fucking tail around. He can also slam it into the ground to knock you back. He does the same thing every other great does. Gets followed by its lesser counterparts, the regular Izuchis. It's it's not a bad monster per se, and its tail is its tail is used for expert. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. They just farm some Great Azuchi in a high rank. I don't know, man. Kind of trash. But also, your tail is used for something very important. That being crit. Yeah, but you're trash. Okay. Great Azuchi is legitimate trash. And I'm gonna put Great Baggy in there too. I mean, yeah, he's got the Josuke haircut, but still kind of trash. Roggy, yeah. Roggy, I think, is more trash than all of them. In fact, I think Baggy's better than Azuchi. And Roggy's just trash. What's next? Lagombi, Arzuros. Agnosum? I don't think Agnosum. We're gonna jump into Arzuros. Arzuros is a bear. He eats honey. If you have honey on you, he'll steal honey from you. But as the fight goes, he's really just kind of bland. I want to... Let's do that. He's going to sit there and enjoy his honey. And I'm going to put Lagombi even lower. I think Baggy is better than Lagombi, I'll be honest. Yeah, rabbit drifts, but like... Literally, who cares? What's next? Kuliyaku, Kezu. We'll do Kulu. I think Kulu was introduced in World. You can easily tell he's kind of a world monster. Kinda shit. He's interesting in his own regards. He likes to steal eggs and shit. He eats them. He can guard with rocks. Throw the rock to knock hunters down. Charge with the rock. Just not good. He's just not good, I'll be honest. His beak is used for, like... What is this? Savoring? Or speed eating? One of the two. Free meal is pretty decent. Since they made speed eating into a 2-slot, which we have barely any of. If you want a full thing of speed eating, you're probably going friendship, and if you have that, how the fuck are you making that set? Please let me know. I think I'm gonna put this guy, like, probably lower than Lagombi. Because at least Lagombi can, like, drift. Agnosum. Agnosum. It's a bird. It looks cool, and its weapons are pretty neat looking. It doesn't go any higher than like a rarity 4 or 5. Rarity 5, I think. Kind of trash. It has really wide swinging wing movements to trip hunters. Fireballs. Not really much of a fight. It can charge you. It can smash its head into the ground. I want to say Agnosum's like a little better than Arzuros. Just a little bit better. Like, this is going to be like bottom C tier. Kezu. Who's next? Royal Ludroth. It rolls. It's literally just like a grate, but bigger, I guess. Shoots water. Got big spongy. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure, yeah, you can cut her tail off too. Worse than Lagombi. Even in terms of difficulty, worse than Lagombi. I'll be honest. Oh shit! How did I not even fucking see this? Tetranodon. Guess who's back in school? Hey, what's up, Fates? Tetranodon. I'll get that hydrate. Or no, that wasn't. I don't do that. But I'll replace it for a hydrate for you. So, Tetranodon, he's literally just like a big Kappa. He's basically a Kappa. He's like a big ass. I don't. He's like a big ass tortoise. It's not really a turtle. Woo. You don't belong up there. Great fight for Hammer. Tetranodon is a great fight for Hammer. Like, super great fight. Doesn't have a powerful roar. Really slow, especially with his stomach out. Except for when he does his dash attack. His dash attack's pretty cool. So, all in all, I think I want to put him in C above Agnosum. You're bad at taking care of yourself and haven't eaten since yesterday at lunch. You definitely should be taking care of yourself. What the hell have you been doing anyway, Fates? I haven't seen you around at all. You pop in for like a little bit and then you disappear. You doing okay? Who's next? Somnicanth. Monkey. Somnicanth. Literally, as her name suggests, she does sleep. Sleep is probably the worst ailment in the game for hunters to deal with. She's great when you're riding him. You're trying to get back into school and tracking down all the paperwork. Get back after dinner? Alright, I'll be here. You might miss a bunch of the tier list though. I have a few lined up. Well, I hope you have a good time trying to get back into school and enjoy your dinner. So, Somnicanth, just a water serpent. Does sleep. When you sleep, she smashes you with big damage. Great when riding. Literally one of the best when riding. She has one of the best cancels. Hey, Banana. Though, even having the best cancel, I kind of want to put her here. I'll be honest. Somnicanth is kind of just there. A little bit above Agnosum. Just not as good as Tetranodon. School's offering a class on weed, so I'm curious. A class on weed? What? Fates, where the hell do you live? Who the fuck teaches kids about marijuana? Who should I jump in with? Cannabis science. Fucking weird, man. Sounds like some Colorado or California type shit.
How else do you think they get medicinal marijuana? They have marijuana science.
Oh. You think so, but you're in Illinois? Oh my god! Weird, man! That's so weird. Synthwave, and what are we tier listing? I'm tier listing Monster Hunter Rise monsters right now. And yeah, Synthwave. Apparently, Dance with the Dead is allowing streams to use their music as long as they're credited. And as long as you're not being racist or whatever. And doing violent acts. You know, normal stuff. And that's cool. Oh. Alright. Now I'm like getting to some interesting monsters. Gyrototus, literally worse than Roggy. Yeah, Fates, I'm very surprised that, like, Illinois is allowing weird cannabis science. That's so fucking strange to me, man. Just sit around in class, talk about weed, smoke it. You go get some food, Banana. Alright. What do I want to jump into next? I think Basarios. But if they're working, yeah, if working there is going to be a viable thing for me. Class is so new that they aren't able to give you credits for taking it. Oh, that's fair. So it's just a weird elective. Go drink some coffee, get some water in you, take some medicine, some ibuprofen maybe. Don't take too much, your stomach's gonna wreck itself. Hey Axel, what's poppin', man? Alright, so I'm gonna jump into Basarios here now. Beat for some Basarios, duh! So Basarios has no weak points on him until he's heated up. And then every heated up part is weak. He's literally just a rock. In fact, if you tune into Mocha's streams for Monster Hunter Stories recently, you would have seen a Basarios. He really is just a giant rock wyvern. Again, no weak points until he's heated up. And he deals fire and poison. Also has, I don't think he's a brute. Not 100% sure on that one though. I'll be honest, I'm not sure if he's a brute. No, he's flying, isn't he? Whatever. So Basarios, better than Ignasim. Worse than Somnicanth, I'll be honest. Better than Ignasim, worse than Somnicanth. Oh shit, Mr. Puckpuck. I literally don't have to say anything about Mr. Puckpuck. He's just a good monster. He's a fun flying wyvern. A flying bird wyvern. Now we're starting to step up in the tier. We still have Volvodon, which he is a little bit stronger and better than Arzuros. He stinks on you, or paralyzes you. Yeah, okay, so if he stinks on you, you can't use potions or items or anything, because you're too stinky, unless you use deodorant. He can paralyze you. He has a really long tongue. He can smack you from a distance. He rolls around, knocks you out. Honestly, Volvodon is a pretty cool monster, all in all. I think he's better than Tetranodon. Worse than Mr. Puckpuck, though. Alright, we'll do Toby. Toby is a flying squirrel. Enough said. Baroth. Baroth is a brute. Almost said fanged. He's a brute. Really just relies on knocking hunters out. bashing them with his big ass head. He's also a train, so that makes him better than Volvidon. Makes him, yeah. I'm okay with putting him in B. I think Barroth in B works for me. Now, who to pick next? Rathian. So, Rathian, I don't think has any new moves for Rise from coming from World. All in all, she's not as strong as Rathalos, but she is, part of the family. And because she's part of the family, I gotta put her higher than most other monsters on this list. Because I love them. I absolutely love fighting Rathalos and Rathian, Azure Wrath, Pink Rathian, Gold and Silver, fuck Dread Queen and Dread King. Speaking of Wrath, I think we'll jump into Rathalos next. Rathalos as a monster, S tier. Rathalos in Rise, A tier. And I'll tell you why. And I'll jump to it right now. Apex Rathalos. Literally just better Rathalos. One of the best monsters in the entire game. So much fun to fight. And since we did that, we might as well do Apex Rathian. Apex Rathian lays poison mines from her tail when she does her spins. She has way more spins than Rathian and Pink Rathian, which Pink Rathian is not in the game. I think she's on par. I think this is perfect right here. Rathian to Apex Rathian on Apex Rathian on tier with Rathalos, and then Apex Rathalos above that. I think that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. What do I jump into next? I think I want to save the Elder Dragons for later. Maybe not Ibushi. You. Okay. We'll save them for later. Who's a weak monster that's still here for no reason? None of them. They're actually all pretty decent monsters. Alright. Almudron. One of the new monsters to the game. And probably one of the best introductions to the new monsters. Almudron is a really strong, really fun monster with really big, really wide hitboxes. Fighting him with longsword, fantastic. Fighting him with hammer, super fun. I can't speak for every weapon because I don't play every weapon in Rise. But if this was a tier list for World, I would be able to list off every weapon and how they work against every unique monster. So, Almudron is one of the best monsters in Rise. I want to say he's better than Rathian. Not an A tier. I think he's high B tier. Absolutely high B tier. That's my boy. Anjanath. The world monster. Fire Tyrannosaurus Rex. He's got wings, and he sneezes. Better than Bishopton. Nargacuga. Nargacuga. Really cool fanged wyvern. Its cut wings are awesome. I love when it's enraged, its eyes glow, but that's just Nargacuga in general, not like Rise exclusive. But this is how he stacks up against the rest of the opposition. Nargacuga is just that much stronger. Plus he has a ranged attack for being a melee monster. And with that, Tigrex. I think Tigrex overpowers Nargacuga. Tigrex is a better fight. Sorry. Tigrex is a better fight. Really fun with hammer. Knocking it, clonking that big skull with a hammer. Feels so good. He also has a ranged attack. He has his boulders. He's... I wouldn't say faster than Nargacuga. Nargacuga is really fast. But he's also tougher than Nargacuga. I think he's perfect here. I think he's right above Nargacuga is where Tigrex belongs. Because he is no king of the sky. Barioth. I don't like Ice Blade. But he's another strong monster. I actually don't know. No, Barioth, I'm sorry. I'm gonna put you right below Almudron. You really do belong there. I don't like Ice Blade. I love his oh, yeah. He's immediately in B rank because of his stupid little slight jump that he does. He does like a little hop towards you, and if that connects with you, that's damage. Dumbest shit I've ever seen. Literally belongs in F tier. I'm kidding. I'm gonna put him there. Still pretty fun fight. Let's see. Mizu. Mizu pokes out way more. Let's see, where do you belong, Mizu? Bubble Fox. Haha, funny. All I can think about in my head is her water spouts. With her precise ass water beams. That are like no bigger than a fucking $50. I'm sorry to all those Generations fans that absolutely love Mizu and think she's the best thing ever, but she's a B tier. Alright. Let's see. Gossarog. Gossarog's pretty cool. I like his weapons. He gets ice weapons. He makes his own ice weapons. from his breath. It's pretty sick. His breath attacks are pretty interesting. They're just big beams of ice. His riding sucks. I don't like his riding. His heavy attack is really long as a startup, and its cooldown, if you don't cancel it, sucks. Though destroying his ice weapons is pretty fun, and it knocks him out. Well, it doesn't knock him out, it knocks him down, it topples him. I think Gossarog, he is a cool monster. Probably one of the most unique monsters so far. He deserves to be with Almudron and High B. Zinogre. One of the best fanged wyverns. Awu. And better than Tigrex. Better than Tigrex. I really like Zinogre. I like how Zinogre fights and countering everything that he does. It's almost like a dance. A very sporadic, scared dance, because when he gets his fucking Fulgur bugs and gets thunder charged, then he's interesting. Then he's a big fuck. Diablos. Diablos is Diablos. He's just way bigger, way stronger Baroth. His horns are massive. He's able to wreck hunters that aren't prepared. Diablos is one of my favorite monsters. Basil. Every time I fucking hear Basil's dun 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 dun, it's fucking music as soon as he just comes crashing in. I'm really deciding between A or B here, but I think I'm leaning more towards B. No. Oh no. Right here. I think A. Right below Diablos, right below Tigrex. I think he belongs there. Then I'll throw up Rock Nikadaki. Another spider. Really cool. It is a fire spider. She has really good mobility with the use of her spiderlings. Like, surprisingly good mobility. She's able to wreck hunters. And her riding is actually pretty good too. Her wyvern riding is pretty good. I think I want to put her below Nargacuga. Really cool monster. Oh, what's happening? Oh, what's happening? I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. What? What? What just happened? What? 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 Wow. The mouse just moved on its own. Weird. It just put Rajang up at S rank. Actually, no, I'm kidding. Rajang in Rise is actually really weak. He's much slower than he was in World, and slower than actually every incarnation of Rajang is much faster than the Rajang in Rise. Rajang in Rise is a laughable excuse for a Rajang. That being said, he's still Rajang, and I think he deserves to be in A. Magnamalo. I fucking hate Magnamalo. Every time I fight him, I'm like, Jesus Christ, can it be fucking over yet? I always find myself wondering that. Though he is really cool in his design, his fight to me is very unfun and very long. And that's my fault. He has a combo that can pretty much one-shot you if you're not wire bug falling correctly. Though I think he's better. No. I think he's better than Nargahuga and better than Rakanekadaki. Magnamalo sits perfectly in low A rank. Okay, now we'll jump into the Apexes. Even though I did do a little bit of the Apexes, we're going to jump into the rest of it. Arzuros. Pretty much just Arzuros. Kinda, it's just a little better Arzuros. Really not that much different. Apex Diablos. Fucking crazy. Apex Diablos is fucking nuts. I love it. I love that fight. He is fucking crazy there. Mizu. Apex Mizu is just Soul Seer Mizu. That being said, it's still Soul Seer Mizu. Better than Magnamalo. Better than Basil. That's where Apex Mizu belongs. Apex Zinogre. Literally God of Monster Hunter Rise. Such a strong monster. He is scary. It is scary how strong that monster is. Apex Zinogre belongs in S tier. What we got here? Oh, gross. Ibushi. Ibushi is like the worst of the Elder Dragons by far. Not interesting. Deals in wind and dragon element. It's okay. Narwa kind of the same deal, I'll be honest. Just a little bit better. By a little bit, I mean a whole tier better. Most of the fight is you running around waiting for turrets to pop up to attack her with. Not that cool. All Mother Narwa, really cool fight. Really cool fight. All Mother Narwa is a really cool fight. Yeah. Emilios. Poison Wind. Stealing your buffs. I don't think it steals items anymore. I think it just steals buffs. I've never seen it steal an item from me. I've only seen it steal buffs from me. It does the fog, which it gives it a tactical advantage. It goes invisible. You can see it if you look closely, or if you see the smoke clouds from when it lands, if it moved. Not a great Elder Dragon, but an interesting Elder Dragon. I want to put him here. Oh, Banana, that's great, but this is a tier list stream. We're not talking about 14 here. I think I want to save Teostra. I want to jump into Kushala. Kushala, big difference from Kushala in World and Kushala in Rise. Way more manageable in Rise. Not as annoying. Better than Chameleos. Not as good as Apex Mizu. Teostra is fucking awesome. Being a flagship doesn't mean shit. Get the fuck out of here. Teostra is awesome. No, Teostra is awesome. He is a very strong Elder Dragon. I'm so glad they gave him such a strong presence in Rise. I am super satisfied with his difficulty. He is just as difficult as I would imagine an Elder Dragon to truly be. Valstrax, same fucking deal, dude. Valstrax is just better Basil. Super cool. Hold up, let me fix this. I think that's perfect. Here's where we are. This is where we stay. I don't think I want to make any adjustments at all. I think this is absolutely perfect. This is right. This is all right in the world. You know, all throughout Rise, the low rank, I wondered where the hell Gyarados was. Did I say high rank? All around the low rank, I was wondering where the hell Gyarados was. And then he shows up in high rank. Only. He's only in high rank. Why the fuck is this fish in high rank? This looks like a low rank. This feels like and plays like a low rank exclusive monster. Gyarados is a joke. Don't put him in any other games until you fix him and make him better. Guess who was best boy? Alright, I talked about it. So, you may agree, you may disagree. I don't give a fuck. This is my tier list. Go make your own. Next up. Dark Souls 3 boss tier list. Now, I didn't have time to do all this, but I can do that now. Vort. Curse. Fuck's Curse Run. There it is. Curse Run Greatwood. Sacrifice some Crystal Sage. Yeah, Deacon's Deep. I can move these guys down here. This would be easier. Where's Madir? Madir's here. Demon Prince. Champion Grave Tender. Yorm. I'll just work it out from here. Udix Gundyr. I mean, he's the introductory boss. He kind of teaches you how to play the game. He has some really wide openings. Yeah, Dark Souls. This is Dark Souls 3 boss tier list. Udix Gundyr has really wide openings. A starter's first boss. An excellent, by far, an excellent boss to start on. Other than that, he's not really that interesting. I don't think he belongs in F. F is like a whole nother tier in itself. After that is Vort. Vort the Boreal Valley. So Vort kind of just rushes around the arena, swings his mace, gives you frostbite. Really not a difficult fight in any regards, even at the level you're at. He's pretty easy. Like, pretty easy. What the fuck is this tier? Get this tier out of here. Curse Rod Greatwood. Curse Rod Greatwood can... If you're not ready for it, it can mess you up. It's a lot of RNG when it comes to his puddle dropping. Well, not puddle dropping. His like weird berry thing dropping thing. There's RNG there. If you want to back out, you can. If you want to keep up the aggression, you can. But Curse Rod Greatwood, a little bit better than Vort. Not as good as an entry as Udix Gundyr. Crystal Sage, interesting in her own regard. She she does clones of herself, uses magic. It's really just a guessing game. Well, not really a guessing game as much as it is a Where's Waldo kind of game. That's about it. She's not really that crazy. Deacons of the Deep. Deacons of the Deep sucks. It's like the worst boss in all of Dark Souls. It's no, I lied. The Congregation is probably the worst boss in all of Dark Souls. That's from Dark Souls 2. This is the worst boss in Dark Souls 3 by far. Deacons of the Deep sucks. It's just a mob fight. Abyss Watchers. Fucking great fight. It goes from a Fortnite Battle Royale to a 1v1 with all the strength of the Abyss Watchers combined into one guy. Super fun. Pretty fast fight. It's a lot of fun if you don't know if you know what you're doing. Not a lot if you don't know what you're doing. After him would either be Old Demon King or High Lord Volnir. I'm gonna go with High Lord because that's pretty much what everyone goes to. Everyone goes straight to High Lord Volnir. And Volnir, he's a gimmick boss, kinda like Crystal Sage. Much better than Vort by far. Probably better than the Curse Rod Greatwood. Better than Crystal Sage. High Lord Volnir, what you have to do in his fight is you don't actually fight him, you destroy his bracelets. He summons a sword, he summons ads. All things you have to maintain while keeping up the aggression on his bracelets. He is an okay fight. Better than Crystal Sage, but still an okay fight. Give me old Demon King. Old Demon King. Old Demon King, if you're not super high level and wrecking his HP, Old Demon King's a really good fight. I like Old Demon King. He can mess you up if you are not prepared. And if you're over leveled, you're ruining the experience of Old Demon King. So, Old Demon King, I think, belongs in B tier. After Old Demon King and High Lord, Pontiff Sullivan. Pontiff Sullivan's another one of those good fights. Actually, I hate his little clone phase. I think that drags the fight on a little longer than it needs to be. Granted, you can just stand there and wail on him, and it will also translate the damage to his clone when he's spawning it. I think Pontiff Sullivan, though, is, in his own right, a good fight. His clone brings him down a tier. After that, Aldrich is right after him. Aldrich is another one of those pretty good fights. I don't like arrows. The arrows from Aldrich kind of suck because they just follow you around. You have to sprint around the arena in order to escape them. Other than that, Aldrich is a pretty good fight. Aldrich teleports around the arena, shoots magic projectiles, shoots arrows, uses a spear to attack you, and past the halfway point, imbues it with fire, which also makes fire zones appear on the arena as well. Pretty interesting fight. Pretty fun fight. Not Abyss Watchers levels of fun. And let's see, we gotta go down now, don't we? We gotta go down to, Yorm. Who's left? Yeah, we'll go down to Yorm. Yorm is a gimmick boss. Better than Crystal Sage. And if we're talking with... oh, shit. Sigvard. With Sigvard, Yorm is a joke. But on his own, Yorm is a gimmick boss through and through. Not that fun, not that interesting. Cool set piece. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna change this right now. Change it to gimmick boss. And I guess I move Old Demon King down, Udix up. Ancient Wyvern, I'm just gonna put there. Like, I'll come to that later, but I'm gonna put that there for now. Dancer, fun fight. Very slow, very methodical fight. Always be on your toes. It is quite a dance when you fight the Dancer. A tier. From there, you either go to Dragon Slayer armor or Osiris. We'll jump to Dragon Slayer armor next. I like Dragon Slayer armor. I like Dragon Slayer armor a lot. You have not only the Dragon Slayer, armor to worry about, but you also have ads on the side that will sometimes shoot projectiles or shoot beams to cover the arena. It's not so much so that it becomes a gimmick to the fight, but it is something to look out for. So Dragon Slayer armor does not reach gimmick boss for me. Still, Dragon Slayer armor is a fun fight because of how, like, the set piece looks amazing. You're on a bridge. One side is where you came in, Dragon Slayer armor is sitting in the middle, the other side's where you need to go. What do you fucking do? You fight him. He uses his axe for thunder attacks and uses his shield to bash the ground to catch you off guard. And if you're trying to circle around him through his left arm where he's holding his shield, he will sometimes check you with it. Now, if we were to go the other way, we have Osiris, the worst boss in the game. Osiris has an instantaneous dash attack when he's past 50% HP. The dumbest fucking attack in the game. It is instantaneous, no charge up, and if he connects to you, if you're like right next to him attacking him, and if he decides to dash attack and it connects, that takes off 85% of your HP, if not kills you. Osiris has a stupid hitbox attack in that dash. Moving on, we have Champion Gundyr, literally the Eudix run back that everybody wanted, but nobody asked for. Another really, really good fight. Champion Gundyr does not use the like exploding worm thing from inside Eudix Gundyr and some of the other monsters, or some of the other NPCs. Champion Gundyr is a one-on-one fight. He fights you at your fullest, you fight him at his fullest. It is a really good salty run back. So from here, we do Champion Gundyr. Let's do Twin Princes next. Twin Princes is another gimmick boss, but not enough of a gimmick for me to put it into the gimmick boss tier. Twin Princes is two princes, obviously. You have Lorien, the first one, who is basically the one, he cannot walk. He's a brute, walks on his knees, and wields his big ass sword. Prince Lothric uses magic, and if you take out Lorien when Lothric is riding him, he takes a little. Lorien goes down. Prince Lothric sits there and heals him. And after a little while, if you don't kill Lothric, he will do like Wrath of the Gods basically and knock you back. So then you gotta fight it all over again. It's really just either attacking Lorien's back to hit Lothric, or knocking out Lorien to get to Lothric. All in all, a pretty good fight. Not as good as Dancer. Actually, no, the music. I gotta put the music in there. Music for Twin Princes is really good. So, A tier. Let's see. So, since we done all that, we done the Champion Gundyr. We did Ancient Wyvern. Ancient Wyvern sucks. The gimmick of the fight is run through it and stab it in the head. You run all the way around the arena to run up to on top of where the Ancient Wyvern is sitting, land on top of it with a plunging attack, and it is dead. That is the Ancient Wyvern. Not a fun fight. Nameless King. Literally the single most difficult fight in the entire base game. Very, difficult, very fun. Phase 1 makes you face him and his riding companion, King of Storms. It's just dodging really wide-hitting attacks and then looking for openings. Also dodging fire, breath. After that, the Nameless King basically kills what's left of his riding companion, the King of Storms, and absorbs his power into his blade. From that point on, it is a one-on-one battle, with the Nameless King holding nothing back. Very, very fun fight. Very, very fun fight. Soul of Cinder, obviously, another really good fight. Not as good as Nameless King. Though the Gwyn run back is pretty fun. So now we jump into DLC. Champion Gravetender, I don't think I've ever actually fought. You're learning so much. I'm glad you're learning so much. I've actually never fought the Champion Gravetender. Maybe I have, but I don't remember. I want to jump straight to Sister Frida. Sister Frida is a 3-part boss encounter. You fight her and her old man, and then you fight her again with when she imbues her toothpicks as with ice and magic, dark magic. Really good fight, easily cheesable. Better than Dragon Slayer, worse than Soul of Cinder. Soul of Cinder is just set piece. As a set piece alone, better than Sister Frida. Demon Prince is okay. No, not better than Sullivan. Demon Prince is okay. Another one of those weird boss fights. You fight 2 of them at once, Demon in Pain and I forget the other one, like something else. You fight 2 of them at once. If you kill them both, one of them respawns at full HP and gets the title Demon Prince. And then does attacks. Various different attacks that you haven't seen before. It's an okay fight. Not crazy fun. It's okay. Midir. A good fight. A hard fight. Midir's a big ass dragon. Super tough fight. Gimmick. And Slav Knight Gale. I know if this doesn't go above A, I'll get serious flack for it. But Slave Knight Gale is basically like Guts. You're fighting Guts in that arena. He has a repeating crossbow. It also is a multi-stage boss fight, I should add. A multi-stage boss fight. He uses a repeating crossbow, a greatsword, and magic to try and kill you. So, this is where my tier list stands for the Dark Souls 3 boss encounters. It looks small. The Dark Souls 3 boss encounter tier list looks very small. But it's true, those are all the bosses of the game. Alright. Now, after all this has been said and done, I know things looked a little heated there. You know, Dark Souls is such a big, strong franchise. Tons of people, has a cult following. Let's bring it down a little bit now for our next tier list. Genshin Impact. Alright. Now we got a Genshin Impact tier list. So everyone can finally see gross, what I think about some of the characters in Genshin Impact. Let's see. So to kick things off, Amber. It's such a lackluster unit that you first get. She has a taunt with her skill. If that taunt expires, it explodes, dealing damage. However, it can also take damage. If her Baron Bunny takes enough damage and dies, it does not explode. To remedy this, if you were to use a charged shot on the Baron Bunny's feet, exactly, feet, it will explode prematurely, dealing bonus damage. Her skill alone makes her less viable than every other character. Her ult, a very small, yes, it gets a little bit bigger. It is not much bigger though. A very small circle that she shoots raining fire arrows in. That's it. Amber is not good. Okay. Amber's the cute girl next door. Amber is the worthless wannabe. Okay, now I'm actually going to jump to the tier list. Now that I got Amber out of the way. Albedo, fucking good. Enough said. His E skill alone makes him really good. Scales off defense. E skill makes a ringed arena, basically, that if you were to hit an enemy in with a normal or charged attack, deals bonus damage based off of Albedo's defense. In the center of the ring, there is a flower. If you get on top of it, you can do a plunging attack. It's whatever. That does not matter. Barbara, it's a healer. Healers in Genshin Impact aren't actually needed. Her E heals, her ult fully heals. And if you ever max Constellation, her ult actually revives. Beto, if you manage to get if you manage to get consistent counters, like consistent perfect counters, I should add, Beto is really good. On her own, Beto's ult takes way too much energy to charge for a... It's a minor attack, basically. Her ult isn't really that strong. It's her skill. Her skill is where it's at. Bennett. Fucking Bennett. It's Bennett. Like, his ult is required for you to deal massive damage. As long as you don't have him at C6, because C6 Bennett ruins Bennett. Chongyun, he's a solid unit. Chongyun is a solid unit. He's a 4-star who specializes in cryo. His Eeg is everyone cryo for their normal and charged attacks. His ult is just massive damage in a single area. He's a pretty good 4-star unit. D-Luke, I love D-Luke. I think D-Luke is one of the strongest characters ever. This does not have Eula. This does not have Eula. I'm mad. Well, Eula would actually beat D-Luke here, but D-Luke right now on the 1.4 update tier list, this is just how it's going to be. D-Luke is going to be unquestionably strong compared to everyone else. Diona, shielder, healer, trash. Fischl. Pop Oz down, leave the field, you're done for the day. She's super good at creating other chain element reactions. Mainly Superconduct, which is by far the best when it comes to Electro. Ganyu, literally broken. Literally broken. Hold on. Literally broken unit right here. Literally broken unit. Ganyu is broken as fuck. She is so goddamn strong for a fucking bow user. You disagree? You need to go get checked. You're strange. Hu Tao. Hu Tao's good. Hu Tao's good. Hu Tao's pretty good. Hu Tao's pretty good. Hu Tao's pretty good. Oh shit. What's up, Liv? Jean. Literally a healer. Probably one of the worst 5-stars. Hold on, I'll get the worst 5-star. Chi-Chi is by far the worst 5-star. She's not that good. It's sad. Chi-Chi's so fucking cute. Worst 5-star. Worst 5-star. Kaya is okay. Kaya is like better than Jean. Kaya is probably on tier with Chongyun. You can alt leave the field. Your day is done. Chongyun requires being on the field for longer periods of time, though. Though you can use him as just a cryo buff. He's okay. Go back with Steak. Sounds good. Kaching. I like Kaching. I like Kaching. I know Electro sucks. I know Electro sucks dick. I like Kaching. Klee, I don't like Klee. I don't like Klee. I don't like Klee. I'm sorry. I just don't like Klee. Klee's cool. Massive damage, sure, whatever. Without paired with anything, though, Klee's kind of just whatever. I don't really like her. Klee on her own does nothing. I just don't like how she plays. Lisa. Yeah. Lisa does deserve to be there. Mona's great. Mona is great. First off, have you ever seen Mona Butt? Have you ever seen Mona Butt? Mona's great. Love Mona. Her taunt, 10,000 times better than Amber. Her taunt can't take damage. Her taunt doesn't fail. She isn't out of a skill when she uses her fucking taunt because it can't die. It pops, and that's it. Trash. And then Mona's ult is just extreme bonus damage on top of everything else. I like her. Ningguang, literally, what the fuck are you? Ningguang is super strong. With her charge attacks, her shield, and her ult, she's pretty fucking strong. That is if you build her. Noelle, I hate Noelle. I hate Noelle. Next, Razor. Razor's pretty good. Razor's pretty good. As a physical attacking unit, he's pretty good. Gets outshone by Eula. Eula is probably the best physical attacking unit in the entire game. Absolutely fucking love Eula. I don't play the game anymore because I have nothing to do with Eula being so fucking broken. Rosaria. Rosaria goes there. That was good for a team shield. Alright, enough said. Anyway, Rosaria is okay. That's it. She's okay. She had her melons reduced, sadly. Her auto attacks are fine. Her skill's okay. It's cool to instant transmission a hilly turtle. Sure, that's cool. Whatever. Sucrose was literally broken. She is required to deal massive fucking damage. Her, Bennett, Xingqiu, another fucking great support. Probably better, actually. I want to say Xingqiu is actually better. Child's pretty good. Child's pretty good. Fuck you. Child's pretty good. I think Child's a really good unit. Even at C0, still a really good unit. Traveler. I'll be honest, Anima Traveler sucks ass. Geo Traveler is pretty good. I would put Geo Traveler in probably A. No, I think I would put Geo Traveler in like high B. Anima Traveler, absolute fucking D tier. Trash. Venti. When it comes to lightweight mobs, Venti fucking wipes the floor with them. When it comes to big, heavy mobs, he slacks off a little bit. So I think putting Venti right behind Sucrose is perfect. He's good. He's a good adventuring partner. He's a good crowd control unit. Doesn't help you reach those big numbers though. He's okay there. Xinyan. No, Zhengling. Sorry. Pretty good. Not that good. Not that good. Not that good. Not that good. Pretty good. Her ult's pretty good. You pop it, you leave the field, you're done. Goba does fire damage over time. You drop Goba, drop your ult, leave the field. That's Zhangling. Zhao is... I gotta talk about Zhao. Zhao is such a strong character, yet such a weird character. Animo, as an element, is used for support. Zhao is a DPS carry unit. Those two things do not mix. There is not a single set in this game, a single 4-piece set, that would actually benefit Zhao. You need to mix and match sets to make Zhao any good. If you don't even want to do that, literally just doing a 2-piece Gladiator and a 2-piece Viridescent Vinegar, that's Zhao. That is just Zhao right there. Crit, probably crit damage, because I think his Jade Spear is crit rate. I'll have to check again. I haven't played in a while. Though Zhao feels amazing, he's honestly an A tier. Probably worse than Fish. And it pains me, because I fucking love Zhao. I love how Zhao plays. Yet, his element just doesn't line up with him. And there's no set in the game that can make him stronger. I hate Zinyan's voice. Laura Stahl, I'm sorry with the direction they gave you. Zinyan's voice sucks. Her aesthetic, very pleasing. She's a very, very pleasing outfit. She's a great sword user that deals in shields and deals in massive physical damage. Her ult is super fucking strong. It can crit pretty fucking heavily. Paired up with Keith Silverstein. I don't fucking remember his name. What the fuck's his name? Zhongli. Paired up with Zhongli and anything that had superconduct on it, she fucking shreds. Her ult shreds. Too bad there's other characters that can do that better and faster. And that's all we have for 1.4. Is there another one? Is there another one that I can see from? 1.3, 1.6? Is this... Okay. I don't know any of you. There she is. Alright. Just gonna do that right now. There. She belongs there. Top of the S tier. Why? She is so fucking strong as a unit on her own. And I believe that's where I stopped playing. Because I don't know anything about him, about this one, or this one. I don't know what the fuck that is. What the fuck is this? I don't know what that is. Yanfei's really fucking good. I don't know who the fuck that is. I don't know who the fuck these people are. Anyway, done with that. Now, I do have one last one to talk about. And this is the Final Fantasy main game line tier list. From 1 to 15. No 10-2s. No 13 lightning returns. No 13-2, whatever the fuck they have there for that. Just the main games. And this is where we finally get into it. Final Fantasy. The first one. Final Fantasy 1 is a great experience. For those who have never played it, it is on the NES or the Famicom. It features a selectable party that you start with, either a warrior, a thief, or no, a warrior, a monk, a red mage, a black mage, or a white mage, and you can have 4 of any of them. It is a long journey collecting 4 treasures of the elements that you embark on with your friends. It is rudimentary at best. Combat it's there. A little tough, but it's there. It's rough around the edges when it comes to, Final Fantasy games. But it was the early days. And there's something to be said about that. How am I feeling today? I'm feeling okay. Today I'm about ready to wrap this up with this final tier list. Final Fantasy II. Final Fantasy II is a good game. It's not a great game, and it's certainly no masterpiece. Grinding is the name of Final Fantasy II. Grinding a lot. Final Fantasy III.
Fish chicken, mac and cheese, fish chicken fries, or one of the Schwann's rolls.
What?
For dinner.
You said you were gonna make dinner.
Huh?
You said you were gonna make dinner.
Yeah, but I
So
can't
make it.
decide which one.
Fish sticks.
Let me decide which one for...
Yeah, we picked the side. That's fine. Anyway. Final Fantasy III is it's a really good game. A really good game. So first off, this game starts off with you falling into a hole, fighting some enemies, and finding a crystal. You then are given jobs. This game introduces what we now know as the job system, where every class or job is unique in its own regards. You start off with Knight? No, I think it's Warrior, Monk, Black, and White Mage. As you go through the story and save more crystals, you're given more jobs to unlock. The jobs themselves make the game way, way more fun and add so much customization to the franchise that it will be reused in multiple games to come. Final Fantasy IV. It's a good game. It is a really good game. I don't like the ass pulls for Kane betraying constantly. It's a pretty good game overall, though. Still follows pretty much the same story beat as the 3 and 1, or just the elements and whatnot. Though there's a lot more character development in 4. 5, I didn't get to play. 6 is an amazing game. Six is an extremely amazing game. If you have never played a Final Fantasy game before, I recommend you start with 6. The story in 6 alone is strong. It is a very strong story. Well worth your time. I don't want to spoil any of it. 7, everyone knows and loves 7. 7 to me is a good game. It's not this masterpiece that everyone makes it out to be, 7 being so fucking good. 7's an okay game. 7's pretty good. You know what? I think it's better than... yeah, I want to put it here. I want to put it in mid-tier. High mid-tier. 7 is a pretty good game. 8, not as good as 7. I'll be honest. I prefer the story of 7 over the story of 8, though I think Leon... I think Squall as a character is shitty. I think Squall as a design is really cool. Final Fantasy IX is another amazing game that not much people gave a chance to. Because right around the corner was the PS2. Actually, I think the PS2 was already out when Final Fantasy IX came out. And so people were waiting for 10. It overshadowed 9. Yet 9 had something that 10 didn't have, and that was an amazing fucking story. And really likable characters. Every single one of them was a likable character. With big revelations left up for the player to uncover, super bosses galore, Final Fantasy IX sticks up as one of my favorite Final Fantasy games of all time. 10. I don't like 10. And while I'm at it, I don't like 12. I don't like the story of 10, and I don't like how 12 plays. 11, unfortunately 11, I did not get to play. And bottom tier, I wish I could just like do this. Make it poopy brown. That's where 13 belongs. 13 is a fucking horrible game. Maybe as literature, it would be good. As a video game, it is horrible. Final Fantasy 14. I have a lot to talk about 14. But I won't, as I want to keep this one short. To give rough summaries and my feelings about the game itself. 14, I feel like, is an always ongoing battle with me, with it being either amazing or trash or okay or one of the best games ever made or something I never want to fucking see again. Though for story, '14 has a pretty good story. And the gameplay is pretty good. 15. Final Fantasy 15 is also one of those really, really good games. I love the gameplay of 15. I only wish I was able to play more of it when I was into it. I may get back into it one other day. Who knows? I did enjoy it though. I did enjoy what I played. I had about 15 to 20 hours in the game, and I was in like chapter fucking 6 or something. What I played was a lot of fun. And one of these days, I hope to replay it again, you know? So, that has been Tyleruna Tuesday. What's your favorite class to play? Warrior. That has been Tyleruna Tuesday. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, coming to hang out with me. I know there wasn't much going on. I really didn't have anything planned. I didn't have a game that I wanted to play for you guys. I didn't have anything to really show you. I did want to do a challenge run of a video game, but I'll save that for next time. But yeah, thanks for hanging out and watching. We'll see you later.